Hey guys, this is your host Thomas Tyree here from On the Hot Podcast. Today, this could be episode 229 for you guys today. And to kick off this week's episode, I'll be sharing my 4 players that I do believe are currently in line to win the NFL MVP award after 6 weeks of NFL action. Now, let me start off by saying this. Vegas, you guys are wrong for making Patrick Mahomes the odds-on favorite to win the NFL MVP award after 6 weeks of NFL action. The sports betting bait is insane, but I got 4 players on my list. One is Baker Mayfield. I think he's in the driver's seat to win the MVP award after 6 weeks of NFL football. If he keeps this up, he's going to win the MVP award. That would be the first time in his NFL career. He's helped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers start to an impressive 5-1 start. He's helped the Bucs have 4 game-winning drives this NFL season alone. He's playing some of the best ball of his NFL career. Number 2, I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson, running back for the Falcons. I think he's a dark horse. Most scrimmage yards in 5 games played this season with 822 yards. That's very impressive. That could put him in line to win Offensive Player of the Year. Next player, I'm going to put Jared Goff, quarterback for the Detroit Lions. He's been efficient with new play caller John Morton in town in Detroit. I like the ball that Jared Goff has played. And the 4th player, I know they don't have a record above 500 right now, but I have to put my guy Dak Prescott on this list. If the damn Cowboys defense could help him out, if they could stop a cold, with the numbers that Dak Prescott is putting that Superman cape on for the Dallas Cowboys week in and week out, he would be right behind Baker Mayfield in the MVP conversation if the damn Dallas Cowboys weren't 2-3-1 right now. But I think those 4 players have a legit argument right now to win the MVP award after the first 6 weeks of football. We got a long time to go. But let's get to a deeper dive. The reasons why I put these players on my list. Now, Baker Mayfield does deserve to win the MVP right now if he keeps this up, because MVP awards are now based on quarterbacks that have the best stats and the quarterback with the better overall record. We've seen this the last 3 to 5 years with the NFL MVP award, and it's unfortunately the direction that we're going to go in each and every single year from here on out. But Baker has been sensational. Again, helped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers start to an impressive 5-1 start, first place in the NFC South. He's 4th in passing yards in the league. He has 12 passing touchdowns, 1 interception with a QBR of 71.8. That's the 8th best QBR in the National Football League today. But Baker Mayfield's been clutch all season long. Like I said a few moments ago, 4 game-winning drives that help your team win 4 out of 5 of the first 6 games is very impressive. I'm talking about game-winning drives. First week against the Atlanta Falcons, you go back to that Monday Night Football game, week 2 against the Houston Texans with 10 seconds to spare. Baker Mayfield had a game-winning drive. You could go back a few weeks ago when he had the home game-winning drive against the New York Jets, and then on the road in hostile territory against the Seattle Seahawks. So this man has been clutch. He's playing some of the best ball of his NFL career. And we really got to give Baker a lot of credit right now because he's doing more with less. I mean, his top targets have been injured throughout the first 6 weeks of football. Mike Evans at the wide receiver position, Bucky Irvin at the running back position, Chris Godwin has not been 100%. Ime Ibuka is now injured. The offensive line has not been 100% healthy. Baker is playing top-tier football, and he's on his 3rd different play caller in the last 3 years. If that's not impressive to you guys, if that doesn't scream MVP to you guys, I don't know what does. But Baker has played the best ball, in my opinion, out of any skilled position that's eligible for the MVP award after the first 6 weeks of football. He keeps this up. Helps the Buccaneers have an outstanding record. There's no reason why he shouldn't be in line to win his first MVP. He has my vote after the first 6 weeks of football. Now let's move on to the second player, Bijan Robinson. Now, Bijan Robinson for the Atlanta Falcons, our running back, has been sensational in his 3rd NFL season. And he has the most scrimmage yards through 5 games this season. That's the 4th most in a 5-game span since 1970. And I think the only players that's above him is O.J. Simpson, that done it twice in the 70s, and then Christian McCaffrey did it with the Carolina Panthers when he played for them back in the day. But if he keeps this production up, Bijan Robinson can easily win Offensive Player of the Year. And I know it's rare for any other skilled position to win an MVP award this year because the last player that did it was Adrian Peterson back in 2012. So it's rare that anybody can win the award if you're not an MVP, but Bijan Robinson is a dark horse pick right now based on what he's done scrimmage yards. But unfortunately, that is the reality of the MVP award. But I'm not going to discredit what he's been doing, rushing the football and receiving the ball for the Atlanta Falcons in the backfield this year. He's been a tremendous, outstanding player. And Zach Robinson did get a lot of criticism for offensive play calling, but he's used them pretty well in the pistol formation. A lot of motions that he's using a lot of motion in the pistol formation. But overall, he's third in the league in rushing yards, and I would like to see more touchdowns out of him. Only has 2 total touchdowns this year, but he's been an outstanding player. Got to be a dark horse pick to win the MVP award. Then we move on to Jared Goff. Ever since after week one, I should say, because that game that he played against the Green Bay Packers was the worst game that he played at Lambeau Field this year. But after that, he's played very sensational for the Detroit Lions. Helped them start to a 4-2 record. I mean, he has 14 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a QBR of 72.4, leads the league in completion percentages right now. His impact on the Lions starting 4-2 has been sensational. And he's put the offense, especially what he's done on offense, you got to put him in the conversation for winning MVP because he puts on that Superman cape for the Detroit Lions every single week to put him in positions to win ball games. So Jared Goff is on my list as well. And the final player, Dak Prescott. Now, Dak Prescott, if the damn Dallas Cowboys had a solid defense that could stop a Colin, and I'll be getting to them later on in the episode, but if they weren't 2-3-1, again, he would be right behind Baker Mayfield realistically in the MVP conversation with the numbers that Dak Prescott is putting up right now. And probably will not win the MVP award due to the Dallas Cowboys having this bad record. And honestly, as a Cowboys fan, it's not going to get better with this defense. But Dak Prescott is the definition of what a most valuable player is for their team and their franchise every given week this NFL season. I mean, if you look at Dak Prescott's stats, other than that bad game that he played week 3 against the Chicago Bears, that game, he played lights out every single game, 5 out of 6 of his first NFL games. And he's given the Dallas Cowboys chance after chance after chance to win games. He's second in the league in passing yards, 13 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a QBR of 79.2. And Dak is playing some of the best ball of his career without his number 1 wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. The offensive line has not been fully healthy throughout the season, so he's doing a lot with a lot less right now at his disposal right now. So I think all 4 players I just mentioned are in a true conversation for winning the MVP award this year after the first 6 weeks of the NFL season.